What's up, y'all? G the Winner again. Yeah, I got some startling news for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Startling. It might not startle some of you, but it doesn't surprise me. But I'm always saying, for everybody to always stop, talking that shit like slavery's over. That was 100 years ago. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with us. We didn't do it. It's not our fault. It's over. Forget about it. Let it go. Okay. And I always say to that, it's easy to say let it go when you really don't care, really don't know, really don't care to know. And like I always talk about this awakening, people is awakening all the time. And not just us regular people, folks. I'm talking about these smart ass egg-headed bastards. You know what I mean? White, black, everybody. When we always say forget about slavery, let it go, it was a long time ago. There's only certain aspects of slavery that people want to let go, which is the brutality, the death, the murder, the separation, the enslavery, all that. Well, slavery. That's what they want to forget. But yet what people don't want to forget about slavery is them poor Negroes, men and women, busted they ass, busted they life, busted everything to build this motherfucking country, right? You know what I'm saying? And everybody be like, oh, black folks always want to take credit for what they didn't do and blickety blickety blah, but it's true. And there's this white chick, and she's a brainiac. You know what I'm saying? I guess she just happened to look up her family tree, like I always say. It's tough for black folks to go back in genealogy, because how could you possibly know, exactly where you came from when they really didn't keep any good records or keep any records? They gave you names. You can only go back so far. You say what the hell you want. Because I contacted, that DNA place, on Facebook, and she came back at me like, well, everybody wasn't slaves or some free, but yeah, what about the ones who be laying in them ditches and that are laying face down and who you've never seen and people have never even come across, never even seen them dead, never even seen them lying there. You know what I'm saying? That happened to hundreds of thousands of black folks back then. So it's really tough to find your family tree. But the ironic part of it is when my Caucasian brothers start looking at their history, it's the shit that they find about slavery, how it compares to them, their family, or their company. And a lot of them really trip out. You know what I'm saying? Really trip out. It's like I was saying, this one chick, she went back looking in her insurance, old policies. And she come to find out that Aetna, the second largest insurance company, right? Back in the day in 1853, she found out that her family had insurance policies against the death of slaves. And Aetna insured them motherfuckers, right? And she just happened to be a brainiac lawyer, right? And she got a hold of Aetna, and they came out and they said, oh shit, I guess it's true. I guess we did profit from the sale and the lives and the insurance of slaves, right? So they started to do more research, right? Aetna did, okay, on their old insurance policies from their ancestors, and I guess they found hundreds, thousands of insurance policies against slaves where motherfuckers was paying money just in case their slave died, like just in case their car died, you get money for it. And even if you killed your slave, you still get money for it. You see what I'm saying? So profiting off the back of slaves. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just the fact of the insurance policies. Railroads. Yeah. This chick found dozens of companies that benefited from slavery. Industries ranging from railroads to coal to textiles and tobacco, which is all the big shit in the whole United States. That everybody, forget about slavery, but you don't want to forget about what the slaves back gave to you that you take for granted every day, that you enjoy every day. You know what I'm saying? They gave the Indian folks, American Indians, Native Americans, excuse me, reparations. The Jewish people, they owned everything. They got their reparations. But black folks, we still looking at second class citizens like, yeah, we know you built this motherfucker, but oh well. Another big one, Norfolk Southern, right? It's a Virginia-based railroad giant with $5.2 billion in revenue, is descended from a firm profited from slavery. It's like I say, just because you change your name, you change your location, no matter where you go, there you are. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to get away from it. It's always going to come out. I mean, you could be Charlie Chaplin Railroad 100 years ago, but now you Ronald Reagan of America now, but still they're going to find that Charlie Chaplin shit on your ass. You no matter how you try to bury it, how you try to hide it, or how you try to ignore it. You know what I'm saying? And another one is a turn of the century cotton belt. It's a South Carolina Canal Railroad Company, which became part of Norfolk Southern, which is the people that was doing it. These companies made money off the blood and sweat of black people. Just because slavery ended over 100 years ago doesn't excuse them. If the Republic were a moral institution, it is within the power of Congress to pass legislation making responsibility of interest that inherited wealth created through slave labor survive the operation of the statute of limitations. Because she's a lawyer. She's like, hey, for example, prosecution of murder, for example, is not limited to the statute of limitations. Slavery is a crime against humanity, not just a crime against the individuals who were slaves. Because the perpetration of slaves degrades everyone associated with it, the very reluctance of the Republic to compensate the slaves it guaranteed slave masters it wouldn't assist in holding in bondage is indicative not only of the Republic's amoral nature, but of its outright immoral constitution. So you want to forget about slavery? Because it happened so long ago, but I guarantee what you're about, one of the things that you're about to use right now, or one of the things that you're about to use in the next hour, that includes the clothes you put on, that includes the shoes you put on, the curtains that you open, the upholstery in your car that you about to go sit on. All that shit was made from textiles, made from the cotton gin, invented by a black man, which is Hanes, which is Fruit of the Loom. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, let's forget about slavery, but let's not forget about the brothers and sisters that gave you what you got now. Think about it. Peace.